Hey guys, I actually came up with an idea for a different kind of video. So, on Tier List Maker, I found a list that shows how the community ranks the different spells in Hogwarts Legacy. And I figured, what if I took the spells that are ranked the worst that you can use in battle and tried fighting with only those spells? So, if you look here, you'll see they actually rank Crucio, Descendo, Flipendo, and Arresto Momentum as the worst spells, along with Imperio. So I chose Flipendo, Arresto Momentum, Descendo, and Crucio. And so when we went into battle, what you can actually do with this is actually break any color shield with Crucio and use Descendo to cause damage. And you can even use Flipendo and Arresto Momentum to actually disable a couple of enemies for a short while. Because, the fewer enemies you have firing on you at any one time, the better. So once you have a couple of enemies disabled, you can focus on one or two others and just hit them with as many basic casts as you possibly can. But at the same time, you also have to remember that you'll also always have Protego and Stupefy at your disposal, no matter what spell set you have. Oh yeah, and the Ancient Magic throw, so you can utilize those if you want to. Disable, Purse, Descendo. Interesting thing about Flipendo is it has a similar effect to Levioso. It flips the enemy into the air and keeps him there for a short while. So here are the strategies in action. Let's have a look.
Flipendo, Descendo. Flipendo, Descendo.
Someone, do you really think you can best?
Descendo.
I'm not done with you!
Flipendo.
Petrificus Totalis!
Novice!
Descendo.
You'll pay for that!
No one to share in my victory.
The one place where I ran into trouble with this spell set was actually against heavy enemies like Poacher Executioners and Dugbogs. Against those enemies, Descendo and Flipendo and really don't do anything. Against the Dugbogs, they actually slow down their charge a little bit, but that's about all it does. If you run up against a heavy enemy, what you want to do with this spell set is actually cast Crucio and then just spam basic cast on them, and use Ancient Magic if you have to. Other than that, the spell set is actually pretty good if you use it right. So remember everyone, even with the spells that seem to be the least useful, or you could say the worst, they still have their uses if you have the right strategy. I mean, just cast Flipendo and Arresto Momentum to disable a couple of enemies, and use Descendo to cause a big chunk of damage if you have to. So, utilize those spells right, and you'll be good to go.
You'll pay for that!
No one to share in my victory.